to three different types, which is awareness, consideration, and conversion. To similar to the business objectives, that is like a whole business objective, what is your end business objective or funnel, Facebook too has broken down its campaign objectives in a similar fashion. So within each objective, that is awareness, consideration, and conversion, there are multiple sub objectives that you can choose which suits best for your business. So for this, let's look at a quick example of a business. Say you are a clothing store that just started out recently, an e-commerce clothing store. So you sell t-shirt, jeans, etc., all types of clothing. So here you could use the different types of objectives to suit your business. Say you want to drive awareness for your business, for your new startup or store that you launched. You would use the Facebook reach campaigns. That is to reach maximum number of people. The reach, like I mentioned, means the unique number of people that you can show your ad to. So through reach campaigns, you can reach multiple people on Facebook and show your ads. Put the word out that there exists a brand that sells clothing online. So you could showcase your different designs or unique designs, whatever is your USP or whatever is that makes your brand stand out. You can use it for awareness campaigns. The second type is consideration. So within consideration campaigns, you have multiple objectives like engagement, app install, lead generation. So again, if you want audience to engage with your posts, you could probably use an engaging campaign or like a contest. So there are multiple options. So there are several options that you can use through consideration. So this step helps enhance the audience's bond with your business. So through consideration campaign, you are taking your awareness to the next level. So awareness would be the first step of the funnel, post that consideration, and then comes conversion. So we can look at the sub objectives within each of these. We can see which objective suits best for your business. So if you are an e-commerce store, you probably want to drive app installs, right? If you have an app, of course. So you can see how you can enhance consideration for your business. And the third step and the most important type of objective that is the most widely used in Facebook campaigns is conversions. So of course, most businesses, or I would say all businesses, have a conversion objective in mind, which is the end goal for every business. Of course, this differs from business to business. So you probably have an objective of driving purchases, but some of them have a different objective. So it could be booking a test drive. So the conversion objective is for you to define what is your conversion, what counts as a conversion for you. You can define that and post that. You can understand what works best for your business. So here, let's quickly have a look at the campaign types available. Like I said, within awareness, you have the objective of brand awareness. You have the objective of reach, where you reach maximum unique number of people. In consideration, you have the option of driving traffic to your website. You have the type of engaging. So you want people to engage with your posts, that is get more likes, etc. The third one would be app install. So you would want more people to install your app. The fourth being video views. You would want to get more video views. So if you have launched a particular video, which could be an existing video or an ad, you want more people to watch that video. So that is a different objective altogether. Post that comes lead generation, messages, where you would want people to send you messages. Within conversion comes conversion, catalog sales, and store traffic. So conversion is a very, very important objective where most businesses use it to drive purchases. So that could be direct conversions or conversions post driving awareness and consideration. So it wouldn't be a completely new user, but someone who has engaged earlier with your brand. So that is for you to define what is the conversion action, what is the audience that you want to show to. So then comes catalog sales, which means that if you have a product set, say you have a host of products within your e-commerce store, you can use them to send out lists through a catalog. And the last one is store traffic, where you can drive people to your offline store. Now let's look at the targeting options. Of course, this is the crux of the campaign. whom are you showing the ad to? Are they interested in your particular product or business? So this is for you to define who exactly is your target audience. So this could come through user calls, customer research, or actually testing on Facebook. You could test and understand which audiences work best for you. So the first targeting option available is location. This is quite straightforward, right? You actually use the location where your business is most likely to flourish. So is your business getting more revenue or conversions from a country outside your home country? Are they converting higher abroad? So you could probably target different countries. You can target different states. You can target different cities, or you can even target via pin code. So if you have a list of pin codes where your business is most likely to convert or your customers are most likely to convert, you can even use a set of pin codes and target people there. If you want to exclude certain locations, you can do that too. Say you are targeting people in Karnataka, but you don't want to target Bengaluru. Say you want to remove people who are existing in the city of Bengaluru. So you can remove a particular city within a state or remove a particular pin code within a state. So that is for you to decide. If you think that your business doesn't work in a particular location, you can remove that as well, or target specific pin codes, cities, states, and even countries. The second one is demographics. So Facebook has a lot of data. They understand who exactly you are. They know what your interests are like. They know what your demographics are like. So they know if you are a college going student, if you recently moved into a house, if you recently got married. So there are different demographics that Facebook has. Within that 2.5 billion of audiences in Facebook, 1 billion in Instagram, and a wide audience in the audience network. Facebook understands and separates out the different demographics within that. So you can target specific age groups, specific cohorts within your audience through the demographic options. Of course, this we will be able to see in detail while launching our Facebook campaigns. The third one is interests. So you can see what interests suits your audience best. Are you someone who provides musical instruments? You can set the interest as musical instruments. Or are you someone who sells specific baby clothing? Then you can select people who are parents. Are you a real estate company? So you can target people who are interested in real estate. Within Facebook, you can see different options that are available for interests. You just have to look into the dashboard, and once you scroll past, you see several options that suit best for your business. The fourth one is behavior. Like I said, Facebook understands a lot about your purchase patterns, your usual behavior. So Facebook has different behavioral options within, which is engaged shoppers, people who are interested in luxury. There are many options which we will see in the coming parts of the video. The fifth targeting option is connections. So you can even target people who are connected to your business, people who like your page, people who have engaged with your page, or even friends of people who have liked your page or engaged with a particular post. The sixth one is the most vital one in my opinion. So a lot of people use audience lists. So most people engage widely with audience lists and lookalikes. So through audience list, you can tap in to the gold mine that you are sitting on. So you have a list of audiences who have already interacted with your business. Say there are people who visited your website but did not end up purchasing. You can have that as one audience list. So say there is someone who visited your website and added to cart but did not end up purchasing. So that can be a second audience list. So you can create specific cohorts within your business, the specific funnels within your business, and create those audience lists. Once you create audience lists, you have a magic platform to create new audiences or to identify prospective audiences. So this is called Facebook lookalikes. So Facebook lookalikes essentially means that you have an audience list, say someone who visited your website. You can create a lookalike of that. So you can ask Facebook that I want to identify people who have similar interests, who have similar behaviors, similar age groups, basically similar audiences. Facebook identifies people who look exactly like your audience. So it could be if you give Facebook data of your purchasers, that is people who have purchased your product, Facebook can create a lookalike of that. So Facebook can identify people who match interests of your previous buyers. So for creating lookalikes, you have to give Facebook an audience list first. So this could be a customer list that you manually enter. So it could be a list that is like a first name, last name, phone number, email, etc. Those details that you manually enter, or through Facebook audiences, you link your pixel, and through that you identify people who come into your stage of the funnel, and with that you create separate lookalikes. Within lookalikes, there are different options within lookalike. So lookalike is separated out from 1 to 10%. What this means is that lookalike 1% would be audiences that match closest to your audience list. As this goes to 10%, the audience range widens. So this means that, say you give Facebook a list of audiences. So you tell Facebook that these are the people who bought shoes from me, and you want to find a lookalike of that audience. So a lookalike 1% would mean that 1% of that fine audience that are most likely to convert. When you go to 2%, lookalike 2%, the audience range widens. So there is a lesser chance that your audience can convert. But what you can see is that the audience pool widens. So you can go from lookalike 1%, 2%, 3%, up to 10%. So what most Facebook users or Facebook campaign users, Facebook marketers use is lookalike 1 to 3%, where that is the finest audience, where Facebook identifies people who match interests closest to your existing audiences. While launching campaigns, I will show you where lookalike audiences are present, and if you have an audience list created, you can definitely use that to your advantage. Before launching the campaign, there are a few prerequisites that you have to keep in mind. The number one is what we discussed in our previous slides, is understanding your objective. So what is the objective of your business? Is it to drive awareness? Is it to get consideration from audiences? Or is it to sell? Is it to make a direct purchase? So understand what objective is it. Is it a real estate company where you want to drive leads? Or is it an e-commerce store where you want people to just make that transaction? The second one is a Facebook page. So this is super vital. If you want to launch a Facebook ad campaign, you have to have a Facebook page. So if you have an Instagram page too, that can be connected and used in the Facebook Business Manager. The third one is a landing page. Of course, this is required only for objective. That is, if you are driving traffic to your website. There are options such as brand awareness where you don't really need a website, but having a landing page or a website is super vital. That can really help you have that added advantage. The fourth one is ad assets. So what is it that you're going to show on the Facebook, Instagram, or audience network ad platforms? Are you going to show an image banner? Are you going to show a story sized creative? Are you going to show video assets? So what is it that you're going to actually promote?